Good morning. It is Wednesday, March 8th. And there it is. No, that's not even it. I left my other glasses upstairs, so hang on with me. Just be patient. I happy to report the Wicked Witch is dead. Today we're talking about the automotive industry and what that means to us. We're talking about a crash in the local real estate market and to why inventory is going to be an issue for a very long time. So let's get into it real quick. Oh, yeah, and real estate WTF. I don't know if you saw the one recent one that I just sent out with my hair all jacked up. I just got out of the shower, so it's drying, so don't make fun of this slick back Guido look. Sorry, a little discombobulated. I was supposed to start a little bit early, and here we are. Okay, so let's get to it. Real estate WTF. Let's see if I have it up. I do not. So here it is. Guys, I mean, first of all, that kind of light is no longer in style. I don't care if you get it for $5 on clearance at Home Depot. It doesn't even belong in a garage. It could, if that was a garage, that would be great, but not a basement, and look, it's lowered. I get it. It's lowered. It just doesn't have a place in today, right? I mean, you just don't need that. You don't need those. You can get, and it's cheaper to get the little puck lights. If I have it, ooh, you know what? I do. Hang on. Let me show you. All right. Let me come here real quick. I'm just going to show you this. All right. This right here. This is the new canned light. It's the new light. I have these all over the house, and this is an older version of it. This is where the control box is. You just poke the conduit or the Romex through here, and then you connect it, and then it just a little quick wire right here. Done. There's no more big can, all that stuff. And the bonus to this, they're $8 to $12 a piece. A piece. So no matter how much you saved going to Home Depot and getting that thing on clearance, these things are 10 times better. I have these all over my house, and the new ones have a little switch. You can go really super freaking sunlight bright down to, yellow or amber or whatever. It's all based on Kelvin. So there you go. I don't ever want to see that again. And I just sold a house with those. This ridiculous. There's no excuse to have those anymore. Okay. I digress. REWTF of the week right there for sure. Today is March 8th. We're looking at a very, this is just part of the problem. I've been telling you for a while that inventory is going to be an issue. We're going to see houses get back on market, but I don't think we're going to see the same number of houses that we've seen in the last 5 to 10 years. I think we're going to have a huge supply problem, which is good for holding on to the value of homes, because low supply and moderate demand still mean prices go up, even in a recession, right? And I'll show you the recession numbers in a minute just to remind you. But look, 90 days on market, getting less. REOs going down on average. That's just the Bay Area, the 10 counties plus Monterey County. And then this is REOs all over California, not all of California, because my MLS doesn't reciprocate with some other, I don't know. So, okay. I have this in the link I have this link in all the comments down below. If you want to get an idea, and yes, this is a commercial. If you want to get an idea what your home value is, that's more accurate, go on there. And then once a year, I will send you an accurate update of the value of your home. Accuracy is more important than what you get. These are automatic or automated valuations. And they take small homes, big homes, condos, townhouses, and they come up with a value. What I do is I get a 10% variance, 1 mile radius, and try to attribute to value to the condition of your home. So there's that. Okay. Tipping point. I was having a conversation with my workout partner today about automotive being part of the tipping point. Right? And I mentioned this before. Automotive. I added healthcare just today, but automotive subprime defaults are going up. I've talked about this over the last couple months, or the last year, as a matter of fact. Less purchases, that's happening. Entire industry is over leveraged. 90% of the people that have $100,000 cars shouldn't be driving around in $100,000 cars. I've said it 100 times. And the cost of money is going up. So that's something to consider. Okay. And he asked me where I'm getting this information. Well, it's kind of all over. Pardon me, when I know I can go to Fred, which is St. Louis Fed. I thought it was Georgia because I don't remember that. St. Louis Fed measures the economy from the real estate perspective, right? There's another one that does automotive industry, all that stuff. So I'm still looking for that. But a majority of these numbers that you're seeing here come from other private equity funds, other equity funds that focus on the automotive industry, right? We're seeing prices decrease right now because sales are slowing, inventory is ramping up. It's not like it was last year or the year before where everybody was freaking out needing to buy a used car. It's not like that anymore. Here's another one, and I'll have these in comments in, I think, my YouTube. And if you want to go to somewhere else, that's fine. But this is such a stupid article. If you're struggling with auto loan bills, don't get into it in the first place, right? Talking about, and I get it. It's easy to jump in and say, oh, I got myself a nice Suburban. I just paid $120,000 for it. I'm paying 7%. Do you know that people are paying on average, if you have a car bill, if you're paying for a car, on average it's $700 a month. I think it's $777 I saw on one of these things. And down here somewhere it says, I can't remember where I saw it. It said, not making your car payment may affect your credit score. Yeah, no crap. No crap. I mean, come on, guys. Don't get into that. But if you can't afford a new car, if you can't afford $700 a month on top of your rent, on top of your healthcare, on top of everything else, on top of electricity and food and credit cards and gas and maintenance and all that other stuff, don't buy $100,000 car, right? My truck, I think, was worth $45,000 when I bought it. Not saying I'm better than anybody. It's just I'm cheap. I'm not going to go out and spend that kind of crazy money because I have 3 kids and 2 dogs and 5 chickens. And having chickens is not less expensive, just by the way. Okay. We're going to see, this could be the tipping point. We're going to see car industry kind of falter this year, I think. That could be a tipping point. It could be one of the tipping points. I've been saying this for last year. I've been saying this a lot longer, but on video, I've been saying this last year. All right. Let's take a look at the 40 days on market. Oh, yeah, this one right here. Where is it? This is all over the news right now. I can't afford to sell because I don't want to lower that rate. We got spoiled. And you're like, well, how many people actually own a 3% mortgage or less, right? Glad you asked. And this came from AP News, which of course they are going to source, but consider out of the roughly 62% of US homes that have a mortgage, 92% of them have rates below or at 5%. Again, 5% is nominal. We're paying a little bit more right now, according to CoreLogic. And then CoreLogic is an overarching industry focused, not government. It's a private research firm that we all use for a lot of data in real estate. And 50% of those homes, so almost 2 out of every 3 homes that have a mortgage are below 3.5%. So my thought is we're going to be struggling with inventory over anything. Yes, affordability is still going to be an issue. Yes, we're going to be seeing 6.5%, 7%. I think in March, April, May, or we're in March right now, we're going to see it kind of teeter down. But I think what we're seeing is once it goes up to 7 again, you're going to see the market kind of not stall, because people will always buy houses, but it will slow down dramatically. All right. Again, inventory is an issue. We're used to seeing about 1,000 homes on market right now. This is just San Jose single family homes, less than $2 million. That should be about 800 to 1,000 right now. That's the issue. We might see this increase, but not right now. That's for every square mile, there's only 1.5 homes for sale. For every 1,000 people, for every 4,000 people, there's 1 home for sale. That's not every active buyer, but that's every 4,000 people in San Jose has 1 house for sale. We had 54 closes last week. And if you looked at my thing, and I was kind of being salacious, I was like, we have a crash. Yes, we have a crash of transactions from last year. We're down really 54% for year to date from last year as far as transactions are concerned. And average list price to sales price, these are the real numbers right here, right? Last year we were at 1.7. This year we're down to 1.5. So yeah, we've seen a contraction of $200,000 on the average single family homes in San Jose. And I was telling somebody yesterday on my dog walk, Blossom Valley saw about a $250,000 to $300,000 contraction just in our area, area 12. And why? It's because there's less homes, less buyers, less everything, but we're also on the other side of 17. Oh, where's that map? I'll just get a map. Right? So everything on this side right here, they're experiencing a slowdown. They're seeing slight contraction of pricing, but not to the effect of 87 and 17. Over here is an anomaly, but up here it's just as affected as over here. And that's Blossom Valley right here. This is all Blossom Valley. This is Santa Teresa. This is Almaden. So everything on this side really of 87 is seeing a slight contraction. On the right side, on the east side of 87, we're seeing prices fall a little bit faster because that's the separation of haves and have-nots. Hate to use that term because it's not really the correct term, but that's really what's happening. And our east side homes are taking a deeper plunge than the west side homes. Median price is 1.3. This price to sales price ratio right now is, I'm just adding this now because it's just easier for me to add it. Average list price and average sales price, right? If I go back, I can, but I'm not going to. It's 98% of. So on average, if you sell your house at $1 million, you're going to get about $980,000. Yeah. Compared to last year. And by the way, last year's high was 130% this last week, and last year's low is 88%. This last week was 130, and this week was, and I talked about these two yesterday. They're the same two. There were 30 homes. No, it's 33 homes. Sorry. I don't know why that didn't catch. There are 33 homes that sold over list price. So roughly 60%, which is a good jump compared to what it was last week. Overall, on the average year to date, 40% of the homes will sell over list price. Compared to last year, which was a larger majority, it was probably closer to 75%. Days on market's 28 versus last year's 15. We have 64 homes went into contract this last week. That's awesome. Houses are selling, not at the same volume. They're not going to close at the same volume. We still have a few that go back on market, but not to the same extent that we saw last year. We're seeing 40s and 50s and sometimes 30s. Same thing with cancellations. We had 14. Last year, we were seeing, especially during the time when the market went crazy and rates went up, super crazy high, we saw a lot of houses say, you know what, I don't need to sell right now. Because they have 3% or very, very affordable rates compared to what we have today. Are we going to see a market crash? I don't think so. Yeah, we already talked about that. So there you go. All right, 16 minutes. Do you have any questions? Do you have any thoughts? Put them in the chat below and I'll respond to them. Happy to talk to you. There we go. Yep, that's it. March 8th, Wednesday, 40 days on market. I think we're doing okay. We're still seeing houses sell. I think what we got to watch is the other markets, right? I'm seeing a lot of reports and TikToks on the health industry and the automotive industry. Housing market seems to be doing okay. Just don't listen to those news reports. I'm Vito Scarnecchio with the Abitano Group. We'll see you out there.